Okay, so this 20-acre parcel is on White Road. It's a little further down, it's off Argentine. You go down Lovejoy Road to White Road and then turn back to the south. And I believe the land starts about here. He said it was about 1,000 feet down from the corner, and there's his sign. It's supposed to be about 3 or 4 acres of alfalfa field on it. So there's a big field here, but I don't think that's more than 3 or 4 acres. He must only be a corner of this field from there over to the woods. That's part of it. So this is a little further down Lovejoy than what I realized. But then from here it's supposed to go a little over 1,000 feet down the road. And then be about, I'm guessing, according to my calculations, must be about 880 feet deep. So it's got more frontage than it does depth. Anyhow, I'll walk back here and just shoot this field a little bit. And then we'll walk down the road. And that's, I probably won't walk the property because I don't know where the lot lines are at exactly. But most of it's wooded, except for 3 or 4 acres of alfalfa field. This don't look like alfalfa to me. That ain't the alfalfa we used to hay. But you can see there's a little line of trees over there, and then the field goes all the way over here. So maybe it's just this corner, that line of trees is like the edge of the property, and maybe just this little clearing here is what he's talking about, is the alfalfa field. And then it goes back about 880 feet, which means if that's the case, it would have to go back behind that house there. And back behind the house and fairly close to that house. Yeah, assuming this is the lot line. His sign's there. So I'll walk down the road a little bit and just look off into the woods. And then I got to get to dinner with my wife before. I don't want her to eat me alive. I don't want to tear my shirt up either. This is my favorite Remax shirt. So 1,000 feet's quite a ways. I'd say there's a little hill on the road down there ahead of me. It's at least down to that hill. He had the property lines marked and somebody pulled his stakes up. So there's some lowland here, it looks like. So this property is, he said it was rolling a little bit, and clearly it is. I gotta tell you, I like that house there on Center Road. I don't know what you guys think, but yeah, it's a little bit low down in there. I mean, you buy land if you got to build a house on it. Even if you put a double wide on it, it costs you, 10 grand to buy the double wide and at least 50 to set it on the ground, and then the double wide isn't worth anything when you go to sell it. You can rent it in the meantime, but then you got to put up barns, got to put up fences, got to drill a well, and all of that. Of course, you need a well for the house anyway, but the well would be at least 5 grand, probably 10. And by the time, even if you assumed 89,000 for that 32 acres, you put 50 into a house, you put 15 or 20 into barns, another 2 or 3 into the fences, you're up to the price of what that land on with that house on Center Road, and that's a nice house on Center Road that actually has some resale value, even though it's older. Has a lot more resale value than a double wide would ever have. And the barns are all there, and the fences are all there, and the well is there, and and you can put your horses in the trailer and head for Michigan. This is not even a short sale. You can just buy it and be done. So, you know, you spend a lot of money trying to develop that 32 acres. Then if you want to build a nice house on the 32 acres, I suppose if you're going to turn it into your homestead and build your home there and build a nice home there, then that could be a nice piece of property, you know, if that's what you want to do. But if you just plan to throw a house on it so that you can have horses there, then, you know, you're going to put quite a bit of money just for that privilege. And then if you put a double wide on it, it drags down the value of the land, because, you know, any other splits you'd want to sell to other people, they wouldn't want to build next to the double wide. So the 32 acres probably works best, I guess, from an investment standpoint, is if you're going to build a nice house on it and turn it into your homestead. Then it's a nice piece of property, but I still don't think that guy's going to get the job done for us. And I like the 32 acres better than what I see of this so far. Although this is, you know, there's a lot of, you could take a lot of wood out of here. Sell the lumber off. I'm guessing that it goes on down to where that hill is, goes up the hill there. Well, yeah. We're probably at least 500 or 600 feet from the car. So it goes on down there a ways anyways. This is only $69,000. Nice and quiet back here too. Now this land you could definitely have some walkouts on. There's enough of a hill right there to have a walkout. People have been dumping. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, that's it. So, I'll be in touch. Take care. Bye.